It is Tuesday morning, and it is time for a Community Spotlight. Today's Community Spotlight, folks, this is awesome. It is our local VFW. The VFW making some changes, and we're about to find out more about those changes. And so I'm trying to figure out who to start with. Who do I start with? Colonel? All right. Lieutenant Colonel Brown, welcome into the studios.
Well, thank you, Stanley. It's been a tremendous year for us. We've been under suspension from national, and they've sent in teams from the state to help us get our stuff in order and get us back on track for the VFW mission, which we had been struggling with a building upkeep, and just being able to supply the community with a building that the veterans could come to. Well, we've sold that now, and we are currently meeting at the Elks Lodge on the third Tuesday of every month at 6 p.m. 1800, and we're looking forward to a great year as we're going to be supporting the veterans and acting as a pillar of patriotism in the community. Our scholarship programs are going to be back online because we're able to fund that stuff. I can talk to you a little bit about the Voice of Democracy, the Patriots Pen, and the Teacher of the Year awards. Voice of Democracy is 9th through 12th grade, and it is a recording of an essay and a printed essay, both. And so there are monetary scholarships at each level: the local post, the district, the state, and the national, and that can reach up to $35,000 at the national level. So
Wow.
So yeah,
And we've had some students
yes,
go pretty far in that,
we have.
correct? Yes.
Spencer Daltrey was a local winner that won at the local post probably 5 years ago. He won district, he won state, and he went to Washington, D.C. to compete at the national level.
And I think one of ours locally, Callie Moss, a couple of years ago.
Yes.
So she I don't know if she went all the way, but
Yeah.
but she did well.
Yes.
So
So that is an opportunity for students here locally at the high school to compete in that. And this year we're going to start rolling out something called the Scholars app. They haven't given me all the information yet, but I'm receiving emails that are telling me that's in the works in the next few weeks. We should know that, and so that means they can use their Chromebooks at school to upload stuff to the Scholars app. So your essay and everything else, and our judges don't have to be sitting in the same room to judge. Also, that's going to work for the Patriots Pen, which is your middle school, your 6th through 8th graders. There are also scholarships for that are from the local, district, and state level, and that can be up to $5,000 for a middle school student.
wow.
On that. So, and then the teachers, there'll be the elementary, middle, and high school.
Yeah.
And so we're looking to work with the school system to identify those teachers which display patriotism and Americanism, and be able to award them for their efforts. And that's also monetary at all
Yeah.
the levels. And I think even Hartwell, the Hartwell VFW, they had a teacher that made it all the way to national in the last few years.
Oh wow.
And so they actually used that teacher as one of their essay graders for Voice of Democracy and Patriots.
And those opportunities are within the school. The school lets them know of this, or is this something you need to
The school
students?
lets them know. We're letting you know right now. We're in the process of working on a website that will actually have all this information posted with the links, so that you can go in and be able to participate, even if you're a homeschooler. That's homeschools. It's open to all.
To everyone.
To everyone.
Too.
So
A really neat opportunity too, and this is an awesome opportunity for scholarships, and it's really cool to see the VFW continuing these awesome ways to connect with the kids and students, and it's going to be neat to see even more coming from the VFW in the future. I feel like good things are happening.
and that deadline is October the 31st to have those essays and all
to
in.
have them turned
So
in.
tell them what the theme is this year.
The theme this
And by the
year
way,
is,
that was Max over here.
Hey, everybody.
how are you showing patriotism and support for our country?
Say that again. I like that.
How are you
How are
showing
you?
patriotism and support for our country?
Wow, I
So,
love that. I love, which our logo is the American flag. I mean, we do the Star Spangled Banner or patriotic song every morning at 7 here at the studio. But I want to take that quote, put it on a paper, and stick it up somewhere. I love it. I love it. And can you introduce our other folks in the room from the VFW and VFW Auxiliary?
um, I'll let them introduce themselves because they can tell their titles and all that. I'm obviously the commander of the VFW, and then I'll.
Hi, I'm Heather Maxwell Dent. Everybody calls me Max. And I'm the senior vice president of the auxiliary. And Stan, you're also a member of the auxiliary too. So we're
That
all
that I
auxiliary
am.
members here.
That I am, and that's why I have y'all come today so I can be at a meeting. No, I'm just kidding. And
I'm Megan Durham. I work at Lake Hartwell Ford in Royston. That's where everybody can usually find me. And also, this is my birthday month, and any veteran that comes to me to purchase a car, I will take at least $1,000 off for them.
wow,
So I will help all I
Wow.
can on this. And I am the president of the auxiliary, and we have been making some wonderful big changes.
and look, I think this is awesome because, folks, when you think about it, if it's all right for me to say this, when you're working on a building, trying to keep the roof from leaking, trying to fix up things, trying to update, your whole focus becomes that. That's your mission. And then now, with the awesome Elks Lodge, kind of creating that opening where y'all can be there at the Elks, and it's really a neat partnership, if you will, of two community organizations. And I have seen the Elks help veterans already, so it really just made it that much more. That's a fit right there. And I see now so many good things happening. I've heard some good things about future scholarships, doing more with the ROTC and things like that. So I couldn't thank y'all enough for what you do, not just the VFW itself and the members, but the auxiliary. And I want to mention too, before we come back to Lieutenant Colonel, that if you are a family member of a veteran of foreign wars, you can join the auxiliary. And y'all need some numbers.
We do.
Yes.
We do. We are definitely trying to grow our membership. We need all the help we can get. And there's so many people who are passionate about our country and our veterans, and especially because you had family who served. So if you're a sibling, spouse, child, grandchild of a veteran who has served in a foreign wars, we would love for you to join the auxiliary.
And Megan or Max, how would they? And there may be a cell phone close to the. I might like. Can you? Let's see if you can move. That did it right
That
there.
did,
That
okay.
did it. But how would you? The best way to contact to join? Because a lot of people may have been a sibling, and to be in the auxiliary doesn't mean that you served, but it's that your sibling or your family or your people served. So.
Well, I can answer you a little bit on that. We now have a cell phone that would be a duty cell phone for the VFW, so that you can contact someone by text message or a phone call, leave voicemail. It's 762-251-9260. 762-251-9260. And that message will get sent to whoever it needs to be. If you send a text message or if you call and you don't get an answer and you leave a voicemail, that will be passed on to whether it's a VFW or an auxiliary rep that can answer your question or help you out. But I want to speak to those numbers. When she says we need numbers to, join and to help us, those numbers are not just important locally for what we do, but nationally, because right now, the VFW does more to support veterans through legislation in Washington, D.C. than any other veterans organization out there, because you have to have like 1 million members in order for you to get one-on-one with a congressman or a senator in Washington, D.C. And right now, that is where the numbers count. And membership has been declining because you have a lot of World War II and Vietnam veterans who are passing away. So we need everybody to step up now and join us. I know that everybody doesn't have the time to do every event that we're trying to put on or to support everything that we're doing, but those numbers count on the rolls in order to get the benefits that veterans receive, and that is a big push,
Yeah.
that we need to do in order to be able to assist veterans.
Well, that is awesome. I want to say again to have the number. That is the VFW number, what you mentioned, the 762 251 9620. So if anyone would like more information or to join in, and when is, and you may have already said this, and I don't want to, but when is the VFW meetings and the VFW auxiliary meetings?
Third Tuesday at 6 p.m., 1800 at the Elks Lodge.
All right, all right. So it's third Tuesday, and of course, and I hear something. I know I'm jumping around, but I'm trying to go over everything that I know. I have heard, and this is huge, that steak night is back.
This
September
is correct.
11th.
Is that right?
September 11th.
Wow.
September the 11th, Remembrance Day. We're planning to have it as a special event. We may have music, a speaker, even if that speaker turns into me. But that will be at 6 p.m. Thursday, September the 11th. Steak night is back, but it will be at the Elks Lodge. And it will be in conjunction with the Elks. They're going to work closely with us, and there's going to be a lot of joint events. There's going to be joint apparel coming out, koozies, T-shirts.
I'll
that
buy a
kind of thing
T-shirt.
that
I
will
want a
be,
T-shirt.
You know,
Yeah.
better together.
Yeah.
The Elks and the VFW joining forces for the community and for the veterans.
I love this. I mean, this is awesome. So, Max, were y'all here when they had steak night before?
No.
So this is
No.
new. Yeah.
Yeah,
This was
this is
like the
new.
biggest thing in town.
I remember my grandfather
Yeah.
used to have.
Everybody liked steak night. I
Yes,
mean,
everybody.
that's where it was. And so it's going to be so cool to see steak night back. Want everybody to come out and support steak night. And so, Megan, how many steaks will you be cooking?
I'm helping with a salad bar.
Oh,
That's
okay,
my
all right.
specialty. That's
I
my
figured
specialty.
I figured she was. Were you slinging ribs Saturday?
Yes.
That's what I heard. I
That
heard
was so much fun.
it. So that was a good time.
That was good.
That was a good time. And but look, steak night was a big thing for VFW folks. Now that's coming back. Now instead of trying to fix a roof and all that, money will be coming out for scholarships and different things. That's already being worked on, and it's so cool. And if you can join in with the VFW, if you are a veteran of 4 and more, please join in. Or if there's a need, check with them and work, because they want to help veterans and local veterans. And then join into the auxiliary, like Lieutenant Colonel mentioned, that is a way that you can help just by joining the auxiliary and being a part of that. And it shows patriotism. What was that slogan again for this year?
How are you showing patriotism and support for our country?
And see, that's wherever you are. Maybe you didn't enlist, but right now you can just help in a certain way, and that's awesome. What are you doing to show patriotism? So that is awesome. And what else does the VFW have going, Lieutenant Colonel?
Right now, we're also coming up on the month of September. Has got a lot. I know a lot of people lean towards Veterans Day when they think about veterans, but the month of September, and anybody who has served in the last couple of decades knows that September was always death by PowerPoint on suicide prevention, which is a huge thing in the veteran community. And we used to get it while we were on active duty. That was a constant thing, that every September that was going to be an annual brief. Well, at this point, there's a lot of veterans that who no longer serve, and they feel like they're not part of anything anymore. And so the suicide rate is averages 22 a day. I mean, that's been a slogan that I'm sure some folks have heard for years. But we just want people to reach out. You can call 988 for the suicide for the Veteran Crisis Hotline, or you can text 838-255 to get support. And so that will be part of what's the awareness that's coming up in September. September the 20th is also POW Day, and so we need to remember those that have been prisoners of war, and those that may continue being prisoners of war as of today. And so that is something that September is a big month for America and for veterans.
And look, that is something that we want to pray up and just to all your soldiers that go overseas and serve, and really just any soldier serving, but when they do come back, to pray them up and just be there as a support.
We also have a new state commander, Bill Miles. He's out of Cornelia. So we've known him for years, and he's going to be a great state commander. And his special commander's project right now is on PTSD and TBI. And so you can reach out to us, and we'll let you know how to donate to that, because he's donating money to organizations that support veterans in the state of Georgia. So it will not be, your money won't be going to some national program. It will be going to help Georgia veterans. So if you want to donate to his special project, just reach out and let us know, and we will put you in contact with him, or there's a QR code. Obviously, he's big into QR codes, and hopefully we will eventually get there. But
You are.
that will that's how to join. Yes,
Oh,
we
okay.
have a
Yeah.
QR code for joining on the back
Yeah.
of on back of our cards. But yeah, that's something if you want to reach out and you want to assist and help in small amounts. It doesn't matter. You know.
Well, and I want to say, I'm just thinking about the joint with VFW now at the Elks Lodge, and I know Miss Susie. Is it Susie? She is a veteran, and I just thought how cool Saturday being there and just seeing kind of like the teamwork, the team effort, and which she mentioned there was 11 new members of the Elks. So I said, well, this is already turning out good. So good. Anything up and coming that the public could help with? Anything that you have, or just stay in support, like just support.
Stay in support, spread the message, because I know that, during the work hours, not everybody's on the radio or can hear this. And like I said, we don't have our website up and going, but spread the word that, especially getting our activity, children active in the scholarship program and working on that. Get the word spread that we're looking forward to a good turnout this year, and we're already checking some boxes and turning them green at the state and national level now.
Well,
So, and we actually had some recognition in the last couple of weeks. The District 2 VFW meeting up in Gainesville, our Post 5456 auxiliary got auxiliary of the quarter.
oh wow,
So that came with a trophy, and
Yeah.
we had the
Wow.
auxiliary member of the quarter sitting right here, Miss Heather Dent. So
Good job, Max.
we're already getting
Wow.
recognized
Yeah.
outside of here for
Yeah.
our efforts, and I will let them talk a little bit about that on the auxiliary side.
Well, the one thing I would just like to say is we'd like to see as many students as possible enter these the contest for the essays.
Yes.
We'd like to have a lot of response, and would love to be able to send forward an essay from Elberton, Georgia, all the way to national. So that's what we would love to see a lot of participation with.
that would be so cool, and that is awesome. And congratulations on
Thank
being
you.
the top auxiliary member. So
Thank you.
and congratulations on being chosen as the auxiliary.
Thank you.
So-
Thank you.
That is awesome. And I want to say this: we have listeners from Atlanta all the way up to DC right now as we're on air.
Awesome.
So DC, I just want to be recognized. Our VFW is awesome.
Yes.
And
So-
we get to submit up from us one for every 15. So if I have 16 people put in an essay, I get to send 2 of those forward.
Wow.
So it's one of those where the more we participate, the more people have a chance to
Yeah.
win. Okay, so let's
encourage your students.
encourage the students. I mean, we're
Yeah.
talking about, what is it, a 300 word essay for for middle school? That's
Yeah.
not a lot. And the essay for high school is, I'm trying to remember.
It's about 400 words. so
About
it's still-
400 words, and it's recorded, so it's less than 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes or something. So it's one of those where this is not a lot
Yeah.
of effort, but it does take time to put in to get actual winning one. So
And well, look, this is awesome. Encourage those students, parents, aunts, uncles, grandparents. Encourage the students to do an essay. Really, really cool. And then to see it, like Max said, to see it go up the ladder. And we've had students do it before. We can have students do it again. So,
Absolutely.
and make sure to consider joining the auxiliary if you have never thought about this. To do that, and you can call or text 762-251-9620. That's 762-251-9620. 9620. Be a part of a winning team, and that's what this auxiliary is. It's a winning team. So whenever you get chosen like that in the state, that's a pretty big deal. So that is some good things happening, y'all, for our VFW. And did I mention steak night? Did I mention that? I'm just saying, y'all. If y'all know me, food wins. So that is it. So we definitely want to support that. We're going to do all we can here at WSGC Radio to keep you informed, and it is all awesome. Anything else before we wrap up? And we got just a couple minutes.
I don't think I have anything else.
That's good.
Yeah.
Anything else
We
from
really
you?
appreciate your time.
Hey, thank y'all. Thank you for what you're doing. I'm really a fan of what's happening right now for our local VFW. I think this is going to be really big. The focus now to veterans, our community, and it's already showing what I'm seeing behind the scenes. So awesome to have y'all here. Thank you for taking time in your busy schedules. So.
One last thing, I would like to say happy birthday to my daughter Naomi.
Oh
You-
yeah, I did that
you did
earlier.
that,
Yes,
so
I
I
did.
just wanted to say thank you.
Wow, Max listens because she knew I had done
Yes,
that.
she
So that's.
I did.
A, I'm impressed, and then two, I'm a little worried because I'm like, uh-oh, she listens. That means she knows how crazy we are. So, but so awesome, y'all. Thank you. First of all, thank you to veterans that serve. Thank you to the veterans of foreign wars that serve, and just thank you to the auxiliary for being that support system and helping through. And we can't wait to see the future for the VFW. What's the Facebook page? How do you find it?
Pulliam Burton Post 5456.
There you go. Look for that, folks. Join the Facebook so you can keep whatever events they're having, whether it be steak night, whether it be the essays, whether it be some up-and-coming things in the future that they do for the community. You can find out more there. So thank you to all our VFW and VFW auxiliary.
Thank you, Stan.
Thank you all. All right, y'all, stay tuned. We've got more of your country favorites on the way right here on 105.3. Right now, we've got, let's see if I can find Earl Thomas Conley. Man, this is a good one. Nobody Falls. And here we go. Earl Thomas Conley on 105.